Ever feel like no one truly gets what it's like to walk in your shoes? Stay tuned to learn why peer connection isn't a luxury, it's a lifeline for doctors. Hey, Doc, welcome back to the Resilient MD, the podcast and YouTube channel where women in medicine learn how to reclaim their time, protect their energy, and build a sustainable and fulfilling career. I'm your host, Dr. Anna MacDowell, a certified life coach, practicing allergist, and your companion on this journey. Today, we're exploring something that every doctor needs, but not enough of us prioritize: peer connection. We talk a lot about boundaries, efficiency, and mindset on this show, but none of that works long term if you're isolated. Connection with colleagues isn't just nice to have, it's a cornerstone of resilience, emotional health, and even better patient care. I still remember the first time I admitted to a colleague that I was struggling with burnout. I was hesitant, worried even, about judgment and maybe even pity. But instead, she looked at me and said softly, "Me too." That moment changed everything. It didn't fix my workload, but it lifted the weight of shame I'd been carrying. For the first time, I realized I wasn't the only one feeling overwhelmed and tired. That conversation reminded me that medicine doesn't have to be a solo sport. It can and it should be a team effort. When we share honestly with our peers, we not only find support, but we also rediscover hope. Medicine can feel isolating. We spend our days surrounded by people, patients, staff, trainees, yet we often feel unseen ourselves. But when you connect with your peers, something powerful happens. You remember you're not alone. You remember you are human. Peer connection reduces isolation, lowers stress, and helps prevent burnout. It normalizes struggle and reminds us that vulnerability doesn't equal weakness. In fact, research shows that physicians with strong professional relationships have lower burnout rates, have higher job satisfactions, and are more likely to stay in practice. And there's another benefit. When you share ideas and practical tips, you actually become more efficient. The conversation might start with, "I'm struggling with this," and end up with, "Oh, that's a great way to handle it." That's collaboration in the spirit's form. And I want to pause here and highlight something especially meaningful for us as women in medicine. We often carry layers of silent pressure, not just as physicians, but as mothers, partners, daughters, leaders. That is why women only physician communities are so powerful. They offer connection without explanation. Spaces where you don't have to translate your experience because the women sitting beside you already understand it. If you're longing for that kind of genuine connection, there are incredible groups doing this work, and here are just a couple of examples. One of my favorite is the Women Physician Wellness, WPW. The meetings are organized in a way that creates a safe, uplifting space for female physicians to rest, reconnect, and remember who they are outside of work. They blend professional growth, emotional healing, and real sisterhood without the hierarchy or judgment we are so used to in medicine. And there is the added benefit that the meetings are in amazing places. This year, I went to two of them and came back truly re energized and hopeful. Another one is the American Medical Women's Association, AMWA. It has been advocating for women in medicine for over a century and continues to build supportive communities that focus on connection, leadership, and well being. Through mentoring, networking, and wellness initiatives, they remind us that we rise higher together. These aren't just professional organizations, they are communities of women, physicians, who are saying out loud what so many of us feel. We were never meant to do this alone. And healing starts in safe spaces where we are seen, supported, and heard. There are also Facebook groups like the Physician Moms groups and so many others. It's easy to find them on Facebook. There are challenges for connections. Of course, it's not always easy. We're busy, we're protective of our image, and after long clinic days, the last thing we think about is reaching out to somebody else. But sometimes we also confuse connection with venting. I used to meet with a small group of physicians to support each other, but over time, our conversations became mostly about frustrations. It felt good in the moment, but after a while, I would leave those meetings more drained than when I came in. Eventually, I took a step back and realized what was missing, that balance. Support isn't just about unloading, it's about being seen, encouraged, and inspired. It's about sharing both struggles and solutions. When we make space for both, we walk away lighter and not heavier. So this is my tip for you this week. It's simple but powerful. Don't wait for connection, create it. Yes. You don't need a formal group or a big initiative to get started. Begin small. Invite one colleague for coffee, start a short lunchtime chat group, or even connect virtually once a month with other doctors you trust. What matters most is consistency, showing up for each other regularly. Connection doesn't always look like deep conversations. Sometimes it's a shared smile, a quick text that says, I'm thinking of you, or asking a coworker, how are you doing, really? At its core, resilience grows in community. We remind each other that we are not broken, just human. Hey, Doc, I have something special coming up and I don't want you to miss it. It's a free webinar called Beyond Burnout Redefining What's Possible in Medicine. If you have been feeling stuck, drained, or questioning your path, this is your chance to step back and see things differently. We'll uncover the hidden ways burnout shows up, explore strategies that will help you shift from exhaustion to clarity, and open up possibilities you may not even know exist, both inside and outside medicine. This isn't just about information, it's really about transformation. If you're ready to see your career and your life in a whole new light, you don't want to miss this. Sign up for the wait list now by clicking the link in the description. I would like to take a moment right now to think of one colleague you appreciate. Maybe it's someone who supported you through a hard rotation or someone whose laugh lightens up the clinic. When was the last time you reached out to them? What would it look like to reconnect, even briefly? It doesn't have to be deep or heavy. A simple, hey, I was thinking about you today can mean more than you realize. So here's my challenge to you. This week, reach out to one colleague, not with an agenda, but with intention. Ask them how they're really doing, or share something honest about your own experience. You will both walk away feeling more connected, grounded, and seen. my friend, medicine was never meant to be practiced alone. Peer connection is one of the most powerful and most underused tools we have for well being. It protects your mental health, sharpens your practice, and fuels your emotional tank with when medicine feels heavy. Thank you for being part of this growing community of physicians who are choosing connection over competition and sustainability over survival. Next week, we will discuss mindset in medicine. This is an exciting topic. Make sure to subscribe so you do not miss an episode. Let's turn insight into action. The time management series laid the groundwork. Now go grab that guide that helps you put into practice. Learn how to reclaim 10 plus hours a week and finally breathe again. Get your copy at annamacdowell.com/guide or hit the link in the description. Your feedback means so much. If you found today's episodes helpful, please consider leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcast or your favorite platform and liking the video on YouTube. Every single one helps this podcast grow and support more women like you. Now remember, you are not alone. Connection isn't a distraction, it's part of healing. I'm Dr. Anna MacDowell, and you are Resilient MD. I'll see you next week.